The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Raiders defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Black 40. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Blue strike.
And now an audible here into something else.
45. White. Hut.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Milton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Danny Gray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
60 boxes. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Milton. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
Now.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Hey, Chad.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From 40 yards out, and the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right. 45. White.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going to be taken in here by McCool. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Puka yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw is Milton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Milton now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Go! Good. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready.
Milton. Open man is connect, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Now Milton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Drill green. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Colts at 4-3, a game over 500. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Down the field, he's got one. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On the set. Down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Taylor, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Slide blue. Six. Mega. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Danny Gray, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
19 Lions.
Second and 4. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. 18 Pioneer.
Operating from the gun, Milton. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Yellow, 22.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
White.
They'll look to throw again. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Blue, 32.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready?
2nd and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this out to the 25.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books you need.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go now.
And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow it down?
And both defenses back on their heels. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
79, bro. Turn 19. Warriors, 70.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This will be caught at the 2. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass complete there to McClure. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Field black. Here we Flag blue. Black 40. Blue black.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, it's Milton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here's Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check smash, 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yellow. Let's go now. 50, green. Set.
They'll set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green jack, Edo blue. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Black ultra. Set, ready. Blue 32. Set, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
5-yard loss leads to second and goal at the 15-yard line.
Ready?
Second and 15. Running the slam, Gray with it. They'll still have a third and goal now, despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for two.
Let's
The
go.
Colts will line up for
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Check, smack. Gotta be lying. Track him 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Open man is Connect, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
the 17-yard line.
Now Milton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Milton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Colts 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Black, 95. Hut.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Puka Nakua halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions. Let go.
Throwing is Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at a yard.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Quickly complete into the right flat. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. In motion goes the tight end.
19 tight, 19 tight, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Second and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this effort will not get it done. He's stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Viking 18.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back and 60. Check.
Looking to throw. Milton. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Black shot.
Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 20. Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ready, right?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun. Milton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Cup 19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. JT Tuimoloau able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta have the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
Don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Ready? 70. Rig alert. Rig alert. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense